This is SmackDown vs. Raw, Carlito mode. Our last episode was the first episode as the man, WWE Champion. We found ourselves once again dealing with the problem that is ECW. We took our first loss at the hands of one Randy Orton, who claims to want to work together to take care of ECW, and we're not buying it. What's next? We can only imagine. But first, I gotta ask, please leave some feedback down below in the comments or like the video so we can keep producing these videos. Thank you. Taking a look at our stats, we've got a popularity of 88, overall 91, endurance all the way up to 100, and our stats are looking good. We are still atop the power rankings. We've got a magazine article, Coachman challenges ECW to butt out. Raw executive assistant Jonathan Coachman wasted no time at a recent press conference in extending another challenge to ECW. It's time to throw down the gauntlet and make them put up or shut up. Provided that they have the guts to show up at Raw, Sandman and Sabu are cordially invited to take on Carlito and Orton in a hardcore tag match. The only stipulation is that once the match is over, ECW agrees to stay out of Raw from now on. GM Coachman's challenge is in response to ECW's recent altercations with Raw, during which WWE Champion was twice slightly injured. Orton also stated that he feels that ECW's interference in his match with Carlito compromised the integrity of his #1 contender status. At the last word, GM Coachman was awaiting a response from ECW. And then in text message, Coach then blames us for this whole thing. You've gotten us into quite a mess here, but I'm not going to let Raw back down. I'm going to make a very public challenge to ECW that I know Dreamer's ego won't let him ignore. You better be as healthy as you say you are, because this is going to get brutal. Extremely brutal. Be strong, Coach. Whole bunch of pillow talk this week as we've got another article. Dreamer will take it to the extreme one more time. Sounds like we've got an accepted challenge, boys. Tommy Dreamer has provided his official response to Raw executive assistant Jonathan Coachman's challenge to ECW Sabu and Sandman, insisting that they take on Raw's WWE Champion Carlito, that's me, and Randy Orton. Consider that challenge accepted. I can't imagine a better opportunity, and I can't believe GM Coachman was dumb enough to demand a match like that. Of course Sabu and Sandman will be there. ECW has appeared on Raw in recent weeks, leading Raw GM Coachman to include a stipulation that ECW stay away from Raw following the match. I have no problem with that whatsoever. After the match is over, we'd be happy to back off for a while, because after Raw gets taken to the extreme in a hardcore tag match, ECW won't have anything left to prove. Dreamer. Back into the inbox, Coach hitting us up once more, telling us that we need to get this thing done with ECW. I agree with him, and he still plans on announcing Randy Orton as the #1 contender. He did beat me after all, so, it is what it is.
Hey, don't get too comfortable with this whole partner situation. After I carry you through this match and we send ECW home in the back of an ambulance, I'm coming after you and that championship.
Yeah, this guy. I'll admit it, you rung my bell a couple weeks ago, but I'm the guy responsible for you getting stretchered out the arena last week. Remember that? Yeah. Raw is in ECW's league, and you're going to find out the hard way this week. Break a leg, Sandman.
We are just 6 weeks away from SummerSlam. Hi, everybody. I'm your barbecue-loving friend, good old JR Jim Ross, here with Jerry the King Lawler. And tonight, hopefully, Raw will solve its ECW problem once and for all.
I hope so. ECW's not even in Raw's league, and all the cheap shots in the world won't change that.
No, but they could sure do some serious damage to our champion.
That's why he's got backup. There's no way ECW's leaving here in one piece.
The Raw ECW rivalry started with this man, and I hope it will end with this man.
And I hope it will end this man, period. He should be in a padded cell, not a WWE ring.
He's been extremely vocal about his criticism of Raw's champion, and that's to be expected. Nothing matters more to him than ECW.
Then he should get ready for his heart to get broken tonight, along with a few other parts.
There's more than just a cross-brand rivalry going on here tonight. This is the likely #1 contender, and he's partnered with the champion.
Well, if the champ doesn't make it to SummerSlam, who knows what'll happen with the title? This partnership is in his best interest.
Tonight, he's representing Raw and defending it against ECW. But he's going to have to defend his championship at SummerSlam.
That's more than a month away, JR. He's got to focus on getting through tonight first. Yeah?
SummerSlam on the horizon. So we're going to take care of business here in this hardcore tag team match. Randy Orton and I, we do things. And those things include hurting Sandman and hurting Sabu, and then picking up that dubski. We beat the ECW extremists without much resistance at all.
You know, JR,
And I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. Whether you're a Raw fan, ECW fan, or a ceiling fan, you gotta admit, folks, that was a slobber knocker.
and hopefully that's the last we'll see of ECW on Raw.
I hope so, King. I'm not sure how many more times Raw and ECW could clash without somebody getting seriously injured.
They sure don't do anything halfway, do they?
No, they don't. And now the champion can turn his attention to SummerSlam.
And the next time he's
We rack up
with his partner,
another
it might
victory,
be for
send the
the
boys packing, and we've got another article to look into heating up to SummerSlam. WWE superstars from all brands are gearing up to show that the weather isn't the only thing that will be heating up as SummerSlam nears. WWE superstars from all brands, redundant, will participate in the annual event, which originates this year from New York City, a location that has been home to many great moments in WWE history. This is the most exciting city in the world, with the most exciting performers in the world. And SmackDown and ECW will be there too. Who could ask for more? Says Jonathan Coachman. As each brand seeks to prove its dominance at this cross-branded event, SmackDown General Manager Teddy Long disagrees with Coachman. Everyone knows that SmackDown is the dominant brand, and as always, we're ready to prove it. Added to the mix is the upstart ECW brand, seeking to make waves with its unusual hardcore style and attitude, only in the WWE. Coach confirms Orton is the #1 contender. He says he wants to generate some buzz, so he's going to throw us in a triple threat match with Jeff Hardy, and we are just going to run back this Shawn Michaels angle again. I swear if we see HBK, man. We've got yet another article being published, this time with the focus on SmackDown. It seems that we're going to bring all three brands into this thing. I don't think we're done with ECW yet. Just when Raw thought it was safe from invading brands, rumors have started to swirl that SmackDown is planning some sort of activity with its Monday night rival. I don't know how these things get started. I don't know who said what or when, but talk is cheap, dog. It's not true. Besides, what would be the point? SmackDown is the dominant brand, everyone knows it, and it wouldn't accomplish anything because we're already on top. Still, the rumors have superstars in the Raw locker room on edge. We're keeping our eyes open, let's just say that. Playa, says Raw GM Jonathan Coachman. I thought we just finished with this sort of thing, but we're all looking out for each other just in case. Interesting angle to come at this with would be more fitting if Coach was like the heel in this, the heel GM, but he's kind of giving babyface vibes.
I'm sure you've heard the rumors of some sort of SmackDown invasion this week. You and I both know they don't have the guts to try anything, but just in case, watch your back. Understand?
Coach, yes, coach! We've got another article. Pumped up for SummerSlam. Jeff Hardy thinks just because he's got a triple threat with us, he thinks he's got any relevance in this championship match, which he don't. It's about time I had a chance to prove myself. Orton and Carlito are going to SummerSlam to battle over the WWE Championship, but that's where I deserve to be. But for now, Jeff Hardy is on the outside looking in, knowing that, for now at least, he is not the top contender to the title. If I can come out on top tomorrow against the champ and the alleged #1 contender, they will... What? Do you see that? They will have no chance but to recognize my accomplishments and consider me. Fringe, guys, come on now. Also looming are the rumors that SmackDown is planning an invasion of Raw, says Executive Assistant Jonathan Coachman. I could not possibly care less about that. Why would they want to come here and get their butts served to them? It's not even worth worrying about. Coach is low-key worrying, though.
Listen, we've all heard these SmackDown invasion rumors, but if I were you, I'd worry more about what I'm gonna do to you in the ring this week.
We're just over 1 month away from SummerSlam. And a big boomer sooner to you, everybody. This is good old JR Jim Ross. My Hall of Fame partner Jerry Lawler at ringside, and the champion is in action tonight.
Yeah, in a triple threat match. Good thing for him, it's a non-title match.
And King, what about those rumors that SmackDown may be looking to invade Raw tonight?
They'd have to be idiots to try it. So maybe it's true after all.
I tell you, man, I do not have a good feeling
He
seeing
might
Shawn
be
Michaels
the
in these
underdog in
cutscenes.
this match, but this is his chance to score a tremendous upset.
Absolutely. Anytime you can hold your own against the champ and the #1 contender, you're doing okay for yourself.
We're seeing a bit of a SummerSlam preview here, when this man takes on the champion for the title.
Yeah, but tonight they've got to deal with the third element who won't be there at SummerSlam.
Well, there they are, the #1 contender and the superstar who hopes to... Oh, my gosh! What the hell? He's a SmackDown superstar.
This is terrible. Somebody's got to get this guy out of Raw's ring. Anybody.
It's the champion.
He just saved his #1 contender from being manhandled.
We just got word that the show must go on. Instead of a triple threat match, this is...
Randy Orton got his ass beat. I don't feel bad for him, but I came and helped him anyway. A little adversity never hurt anybody, but now we've got a one-on-one match with Jeff Hardy. Again, we've had a few of these now. And Jeff Hardy really seemed like there was a fire lit underneath him, because that boy was competing. And while his effort was valiant, it still was not enough to overcome the WWE champion that we know as Carlito.
Someone doesn't look too happy about that one.
What do you expect? Tonight was supposed to be his night, and SmackDown ruined it.
I'd at least expect the son of a gun to show a little gratitude to the champion.
Gratitude? For what?
How about for saving him from that ambush?
He didn't save him from anything. The champ's just a glory hound.
And Batista may have hit Randy from behind, but Batista is hitting me in the inbox with a very spicy message.
Hope you like that little present I gave you last week. If you jump to SmackDown after SummerSlam, I guarantee there's more of those in store for your opponents. If you turn us down, though, there's a few waiting for you, too.
Oh man, are we going to stick with Raw, or are we going to go back to the blue brand as SmackDown, team up with Batista and whoop some ass on the boys that clearly have got something against me for whatever reason? We're going to have to find out in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But most importantly, take it easy. Later.